City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On second down, Cook. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right near the 27. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Keenum. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Keenum. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Out of the gun, Keenum. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. No. Check. Patriot. Set.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the pistol. They run it with Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a pickup of 3 that time, and that leads to a Minnesota first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And the play clock's running down. Just beating the play clock. Keenum. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Mitch Trubisky leading the way offensively. Slot man moves right. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be Returnable, it's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down. Here's an option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Keenum. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That was a tremendous play by the defensive line. We always talk about leverage versus any play. How about versus the draw? Underneath, they get into the backfield and make a big-time play.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it's now the Bears leading by a couple of touchdowns in that one. Jordan Howard, a first-half touchdown. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go. Tiger.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Keenum now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's second down.
Watching that body. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Again, they'll throw with Keenum. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there at 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. First and 10, Dobbs. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Martavis Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
On second down, it's Bell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Dobbs is throwing. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. A strong running. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Left side, Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the D-line's going to spread out. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Floyd, the man in motion right.
Detroit! Detroit!
Play clock winding down. They'll try the air now with Keenum. And shedding through the tackle. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He can run for it, and he will. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Aho, and he's just across midfield. The 49-yard line. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. And the gap in that one has widened. The Bears have scored again. Mitch Trubisky, 2 touchdown passes thus far. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not no chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant. Now it's Roethlisberger looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run again on first down. Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Got a man, it's right. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Back at it! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Blue lady! Gun! Blue lady!
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go! Blue lady! Blue lady!
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Cook following the penalty. He'll have another first down and more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Anthony Barr in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll give the Steelers a 1st down. Roethlisberger to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Keenum's going to throw it here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.